In this video, we will look at applying the order of operations to a series of operations. Whenever several mathematical operations are performed, the proper order of operations must be observed. To apply the order of operations, perform operations in this order. First, parentheses or other grouping symbols. Perform operations within grouping symbols beginning with the innermost grouping or apply the distributive property. Second, exponents and roots. Evaluate exponential operations and find square roots in order from left to right. Third, multiply and divide from left to right. Fourth, add and subtract from left to right. To remember the order of operations, remember the word PEMDAS, which stands for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Or you can also remember the phrase, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." Other types of grouping symbols are brackets, which are square brackets, they look like square parentheses, braces, which look like curly parentheses, and bars, as in the radical symbol. Parentheses may show both grouping and multiplication. For example, evaluate 3 times 2 plus 3 in 2 ways. First, we'll do this by adding within the parentheses. 3 times 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 5, which is 15. Alternately, we can multiply first. 3 times 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 times 2 plus 3 times 3, according to the distributive property, which is equal to 6 plus 9, which is again 15. Here's another example. Evaluate 4 squared minus 5 times 2 divided by 4 plus 6. First, we do the work in parentheses. That would be the 4 plus 6, so this becomes 4 squared minus 5 times 2 divided by 10. Next, we use exponents. The only exponent here is the 4 squared, so this becomes 16 minus 5 times 2 divided by 10. Now we do multiplication and division from left to right. So first, we'll multiply out the 5 times 2, which gives us 16 minus 10 divided by 10. And then we'll do the 10 divided by 10, which gives us 16 minus 1. Finally, we do the subtraction and get 15 as our solution. Remember that parentheses can indicate multiplication, the distributive property, or grouping. Pay attention to context to determine which they are being used for in a given problem. A division bar can also serve as a grouping symbol. In the expression 4 squared minus 5 times 2 over 4 plus 6, do the multiplication above the bar and addition below the bar as your first step. Evaluate 5 times the square root of 16 minus 5 plus 15 minus 3 times 2. First, we work in parentheses. We do this from the innermost parentheses to the outermost parentheses, or grouping symbols. So the first thing we'll do is evaluate 3 times 2, which is 6. We're left with 15 minus 6 in these brackets. Are those brackets or braces? I can never remember. Those are brackets, yes. 15 minus 6 is 9. So now we have 5 times the square root of 16 minus 5 plus 9. Now we evaluate exponents, and we remember that we also do roots in this step. So this is 5 times 4 minus 5 plus 9. Next, we evaluate multiplication and division. That's 20 minus 5 plus 9. Finally, addition and subtraction from left to right. So first we do 20 minus 5, which is 15, and then 15 plus 9, which is 24. One more example. We will evaluate 3 times 2 squared plus the square root of 21 minus 5. The first thing to do is to evaluate Oh, times 2. Forgot about the times 2. First thing to do is to evaluate everything under the bar of the square root symbol. So that would be the 21 minus 5. When we evaluate that, we get a square root of 16 here. So now we have 3.2 squared plus 6, the square root of 16 times 2. Now we'll evaluate squares and roots from left to right. 3.2 squared is 10.24. Square root of 16 is 4, so we have 10.24 plus 4 times 2. Now we evaluate multiplication. 4 times 2 is 8, so we have 10.24 plus 8, which is 18.24.